They gave the box to historian Bobby Sanders, who in turn gave the box to Trey Seymour, who then translated the writing as best he could. He put in a few modern words to make the journal sound a little more modern. And I'm holding in my hands that paper, Steve's own hand, is as follows. Well, I have some good news and I have some bad news. It is with sorrow that Dr. Cron has passed on. I have indeed missed him very much, and although his nieces and nephews have tried to fill his shoes, it is just not the same. It is always good to have one captain, and by having a new captain every 3 weeks, makes it hard to know what is going on. Now, don't get me wrong, they are doing their best, but some consistency would be great. And now the good news. I am now free. And with Charlotte and the boy, we plan to go to Africa next year. The cave really has me under its spell, and it will be hard to leave, but it is time to move on. There have been many times when I may have come across a little hard on my fellow guides and bosses, but I truly love them as a family, and felt I had to step up at times and hold a mirror up to see that at times things really were kind of silly. But then I'm sure there were many things I was not aware of, and unless you have the whole story, it sometimes can sound a little cruel. That, of course, was never my intent. If we cannot look at our own family and see the warts and all the flaws, it sure would be tragic if an outsider would report them. Anyways, I'm now looking forward to my trip. Ooh. Now the bad news. I hope it is nothing serious, but I have not been feeling well lately. Here it is a year since I've been freed, and now I'm coming down with something. I just may have to hold off that trip to Africa. It is really becoming hard to write things down, and it looks like I will not be able to continue for very long. I do want to thank the Bransfords for helping out during my illness, and I know Charlotte appreciates them as well. And then they had a newspaper. It said as a postscript, there was a newspaper clipping that was in the box, and it said, "Famous guide at Mammoth Cave dies. Stephen Bishop, longtime slave and guide to the cave, passed in his sleep last week. He had cured his freedom and had plans to go to Africa. But as his beloved wife Charlotte said, the cave would not let him go. Mr. Bishop was a beloved person by all and went on to discover over 20 miles of the famous cave. Many foreign visitors as well have domestic doctors and scientists had nothing but praise and admiration for this young man. Funeral services are incomplete at this time." And that, my fellow guides, is the last letter I am going to read from Stephen Bishop. This is also my last MC as Guide Picnic head. I'm going to retire in 2016, as most of you know, and I would like once or twice just to be able to sit out there and let somebody else make a fool of themselves. So, next year for your 2015 Guide Picnic, I hope somebody steps up and takes the ball, and I know they will. I'm sure Kevin will continue to be over there slaving over a hot dragon. But I know we can't get along without some of these people, so hopefully they'll stay. But Stephen's time has come and gone, and he is now gone. Okay?
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
See, Joy, you're not the only one. Thank you, guys. Suppose we have a few funny awards, maybe? Okay.
Woo.